Hi, my name is Dolly. I'm going to be in Prosperous show and I'm going to share my story and journey of infertility, how I become a coach helping women who trying to conceive.
Hello there, Prosper Taruvinga here, your guide to online prosperity. Today, we've got a remarkable guest on the show who is about to take us on a journey through the realms of holistic wellness and fertility empowerment. Now, Dolly, how are you doing today?
I'm very well, thank you, Prosper. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to tell my story.
Absolutely. Well, the pleasure is all ours because we get to learn from you, and get to know a little bit about yourself and what it is that you have been working on. So, for those that are watching right now, get ready to meet the incredible Dolly Guy, who affectionately known as Lulu, a fertility coach, where you can find her at www.luluspace.org. But hey, let me tell you something. Lulu isn't just a name. It's a space where women can actually find balance, respect, and the key to unlocking a healthier, happier, and more meaningful journey to motherhood. Now, if you've ever wondered about the magical, convergence of maybe traditional Chinese medicine, acupuncture, and hypnotherapy, or maybe a bit of mindfulness coaching, well, you're in for a treat because Dolly is here to share how these elements come together and actually optimize a healthy reproductive system and clear your subconscious obstacles that you might have and really uplift your spirits so you can actually have a fulfilled pregnancy journey. Now, Dolly, did I get this correct or did I just mince my words? Because I think what you do is a whole lot more than this. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you actually got started on this, fertility treatment journey.
Yeah, it started with my passion about holistic wellness. I was actually born in Hong Kong, Chinese. I noticed I always wanted uh, about holistic, like herbal. I want to understand herbs and combine Eastern and Western medicine together. So how did I started my journey of Chinese medicine was um, I was hiking with my dad one day, and I pointed to some trees because they label them with herbs names. And I told my dad that one day I want to learn more about how these work. And it was at the back of my mind. And one day my dad bring up a newspaper and say, here you go, Hong Kong University now first start the very first year have Chinese medicine bachelor degree. So, and then I have no expectation. I'm working in a good job. I have good income, but I apply for the part-time course anyway. So I write my article and apply, and I got in. I got in. The first year, it blew my mind. It's talk about yin and yang, talk about five elements, talk about how it's, I don't know how to say. They say the best doctor treat you before you were ill. So all this background philosophy attracted me so much. I decided to spend my 6 years study part-time and I finished it. But I got a very good job then and I purchased my properties. So I never fulfilled to get a license. I was thinking that's only for myself. I help myself, I help people around me. That's it. Until 2009, I quit my job and I leave Hong Kong. I came to Singapore and I have to start something scratch. And I'm already 40. And so what I, I was 40, but I was determined to have my family expanded. So I tried IVF, 6 rounds, back and forth, back to back. So I spent 2009. I spent 3 years doing 6 rounds of IVF. I do acupuncture on myself. I go to sort other kind of modality to help me to get pregnant. Finally, I got pregnant. And then I thought, okay, my wish come true, my desire come true. So what next? I thought I was happy, but I was not contained. I want to do something with my life. And I didn't know what to do until until hypnotherapy and coaching come to my life. And then I thought, wellness, not just about the body. I discovered the power of the mind, and I happened to meet my spiritual teacher, and all these come together. It made me think of how I can use my knowledge to help others. So it was all about a journey until now. I'm trying to get this knowledge together and help people who's trying to get pregnant. So my client's background was usually working women who are very busy, who are very stressed, and some of them not even sure whether they really want a baby, but like the society pressures, the family, the upbringing thinks that they have to have a baby. So I experienced someone that I coached them. After a few sessions of coaching, they actually have a clarity that, having a baby actually not my own authentic desire. So they decided not to pursue. And then I also have clients decided to do adopting or egg donor. So I have different background. By doing more subconscious exploring or discovery, they actually find something they truly want instead of just going to the ways they traditionally or conventionally they pursue. So I find it very interesting, and I find it very myself have learned a lot and gained a lot from what I've learned about the body, about the mind, and I continually explore the spiritual knowledge, the wisdom from Buddhism, from Hinduism. So I want those wisdom knowledge to give people trying to get pregnant being more in peace. So it reduces their stress, and I discover breathing exercise, meditation, also a big help for them to tap into their inner calm when they are trying all these Western medicine, because it's very stressful. So put the long story short is I combine body and mindfulness into mentoring people who are trying to get pregnant. And I want them to know themselves are the prize. Whether the success of getting pregnant at the end, pregnant or not, their body, their mind, their spirit actually would be better than before, like has improved no matter the outcome. That's the goal. Yeah.
Absolutely. What a journey. And congratulations on you conceiving. Is it a girl that you had?
Yes. Yeah. I have a girl. She's 10 this year.
Wow, fantastic. Almost a teenager. I also have two girls. One is 9, so run about the same age, and another one is turning 5 as we speak. So it should be very, very exciting. Now, just bringing you back a little bit, to you as a younger girl while you were walking with your dad in, while you were hiking and you saw all these herbs and things like that. Had you gotten influence from maybe other people, or did you have any role models, or did you see other people practicing this sort of medicine, and you sort of thought to yourself, wow, I want to do that, or I want to be like that, or did it come intuitively?
Well, I think I always feel really good and energized when I help people. Um, and I don't know what made me like this. I just like to give when I have I learn something new. I learn something which I believe is helpful. I like to share it. So I have this habit, and when I know about Chinese medicine, I discovered the philosophy is much bigger, like the Tao philosophy, the Chinese medicine philosophy. I know that it's bigger than just for the body. It's about the way to approach life. So, but then I think it's important to address some things that people feel painful, people suffer, like because if your body is not healthy, your mind is not going to do anything because your mind is going to focus on your body, it's your pain. We have a saying, if you have a toothache, your day will be thinking about your teeth the whole day, right? So physically healthy is the base, and then you can work on your achievement, your desire, your goal. Um, um, so when I see the herbs, I don't know why I come out with that sentence.
Okay.
But it just happened. I don't know what brought me to Chinese medicine. Maybe Chinese medicine find me, I would say.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. At least you found your calling and you answered that call. And I really wanted to reiterate what you said, because if you don't feel well, you can't do well. That's just how it works. Like you say, if you've got a toothache, the rest of the day is all about that toothache. And in my culture, especially when a woman is trying to fall pregnant or trying to conceive, the elders actually advise that the husband be as calm as possible so that the brain of the woman is safe enough for them to think, yes, I can bring a kid into this world. So I don't know. Can you maybe comment on that? Is that maybe something that is far-fetched, or do you think from your studies that actually has merit?
100% agree with that. Well, us being human beings, survival is the first thing. No, if our own survival is in threat, so nature, universe is not going to bring a kid to you because it needs a lot of energy and resources, and from you yourself to raise a kid, right? So being calm, knowing that you have that ability, or that you like, even when you take food, the the last resources go to the reproductive system. So it nourish your other parts of your bodies, and then the reproductive system is the last. So because the nature knows that you have to take care of yourself well take care of, then you will have offspring. And calmness is also the same. Your nerve system is a lot to do with the connection with our body and your mind. You being calm, you being happy, then it happens. You know, it happens easier, natural way. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm happy that there's a bit of parallels in that, because I was always wondering why they usually ask the men to really, really focus and grow up, just so that, yes, now he's going to be a leader of a family and things like that. Now, in the world that we live in these days, there's a lot of chaos. We are living in smaller houses, the food is more processed, everything is just keeping us on our toes, and like you said, nature wants to bring in offspring, or that to happen when there's some sort of calm happening around, because then you'll be able to have time to look after and nurture the kids and things of that nature. Now, do you think our modern environment is contributing to a lot of the cases that you might be coming across these days?
Yeah, well, processed food, pollution, toxins, like even like um, the GMO, the genetic modified food, they say is also a contribution. It's hard to say exactly what, but it's a combination of modern lifestyle. Food is relevant, even stresses. There's a big issue about that also. Um, to make our bodies not as prime as to give birth. And another reason is being delayed. After 35 and 36, people don't realize it already started too late until they try to conceive. Yeah, the prime is actually 26, 35, 36, the egg quality started to decline. And then the chance of conceiving is dramatically reduced.
Mm. But if you look these days, 26, you are still maybe in university, you're maybe at the beginning of your career, and so many people usually not thinking to conceive at that particular time. It took you up until 40, up until you decided to get started. What were you doing in between, from the time you told dad you wanted to do Chinese medicine up until 40, when you then decided, wait a minute, I think it's about time, and you moved to Singapore?
Yeah, well, we all find important to success in life, and our parents want us to success. The societies, we naturally have these pressures wanting to do well, studying, career, and I'm the one is very playful. I like to enjoy my life. I I was even I got married when I was 23 with my first husband, and then I divorced at I divorced at 40. So those years, even I was married with him, I was enjoying life. We didn't want to have a kid because, you know, um, so there's we were owning our family business, by the way. So the society want us to success. We put our mind in different place, which is okay. But then self-care, like taking care of ourselves, is never too late, right? So if we take care of ourselves, knowing how our body work, we still have a choice to delay it. But then all this year, we should taking care of our body, our mind. And nowadays, they even can reserve the egg. They reserve the egg for later. That could be the choice also. But then if our body is well taken care of, even we delay, it will work better for us. But when we are young, we ignore our bodies, not taking care of being healthy, then we have problems later.
Absolutely. And well, you then took 6 attempts, um in the 3 years that you went on and decided you wanted to have, Lulu, what was the experience like?
Well, I was not knowing because my upbringing, we never express our emotion, and we don't share a lot about uh, um, to family or what's going on in our life in order to protect them, like protect my mom's not being too worried. So my journey was very alone, and and I and a lot of up and down. Like the first one, I got the first IVF. I was declined. They would. I was told that I got pregnant, but 6 weeks there's no heartbeat detect, so it was a miscarriage. And then the second one, again they said I was pregnant, but the doctor forgot. They gave me a medicine that actually give the false test. So it was say I was pregnant and then not pregnant and then I was pregnant again because it was a roller coaster journey. And then the third one, they say, oh, your age and your experience, maybe I give you some growth hormone and it might help with pregnancy. So I take extra money, took 3 months growth hormone, uh, and then the result is not any better than the other two. And then a little bit of things that got me so nervous, and I did non-stop doing research. It's very, very stressful. Come to the fourth, fifth, the same, similar but different experience. I can't help but sort for a different doctor. So every time I went for a different doctor for different reason until I went to Thailand. But until I went to Thailand on a holiday and I decided to do it there, I was more calm and relaxed. And I started to doing some breathing exercise and meditation, and it calmed me tremendously. Um, what I say is everyone's journey is different, but at the end, I know that there's a lot more than looking at our bodies, how we can get pregnant. That's my experience.
Absolutely. Now I can see why you then went on and decided to be a fertility coach, because you've got learned experience and you can literally empathize and sympathize with those that are on the journey, and you can actually tell them which way to go before they engage. Because I can think going every time, one time, two times, three times, four times, it takes a lot out of you. And kudos to you for sticking it through, because Lulu wouldn't have been here today. So what's life like now with your daughter? I've seen photos, and I was hoping we could probably see her today.
Yeah, I think I'm very blessed with a daughter like her. She's very calm, very loving. Um, she she's more like my husband than me. I find I learn a lot being a parent, because younger age I delay and delayed, and I say I don't have to have uh you know offspring or for myself, but now I have it. I uh actually I become a better person from her being a parent. um um when I compare notes to other parents, I really feel I'm very blessed and I'm grateful. I have more I have more joy than worry about her. And also because my husband is a counselor at school. So he's American counselor in an international school. And I grew up in Asian in a very local school. Being a parent in this Western and Asian culture helped me gain so much knowledge about uh, how to bring up a global citizen.
Absolutely. It's quite interesting, you know. I can't wait to dive into more of this stuff. Now, while you were going through all of this, how was your husband taking it?
Um, okay, share something really frank and honest with you. Um, so 2 days before our marriage, um, we were lying in bed, and I asked him because we already tried. We couldn't try IVF, but we were trying to get pregnant from 30. From I was 36 to 39, 3 years before we got married. So 2 days before wedding, I asked him, "What happened if I really couldn't have a kid with you?" And he said, "I cannot give you false promise." And at that moment, I was so shocked that I literally couldn't say anything. I was frozen. I couldn't, because in my mind, I was expecting, "Oh, honey, there's no problem, of course, right?" And if I if I didn't give out invitation, I would probably think again whether to get married. But to save my face, I have to go through the marriage and I have to make it work. So I have to have a baby because I I didn't even able to clarify what that mean by couldn't give me false promise. So after I got married, all my focus 200% on getting pregnant. That's why I go for 6 rounds. Um, so he was busy. Don't get me wrong, he's a very good man. Even before marriage, I know that he wants a kid. And I think that's also the reason that I think he can be a good father because he knows all about children's psychologies. He's a counselor. He's a good man. He's caring, but he just um he just not like he's just not able to go to all these appointments with me. And every time every time when I'm doing it alone, I was thinking, I would have a doubt like how much he cares about me, myself. Um, but I was determined to have a kid for him so that um, I would not ruin someone's dream.
Absolutely. Well, I know it's a heavy one, and thank you so much for sharing that with us. It hasn't been easy for you, and I actually find it a lot more remarkable that after you have gone through all of that, you are willing to help other people, not go through what you went through. Now, tell us a little bit about your your coaching and what people can actually expect to get from the coaching that you give them.
Okay, anyone who is trying to get pregnant and find that they have problem, because there's a lot of cases now, it's called unexplained infertility. So it's very confusing. There's a lot of information out there will tell you what to do. You can follow with your heart, because if something you don't believe, there's called uh, placebo effect, that if you follow something but you don't truly believe in it, 30% of that is not going to, help you, because your mind has to be in it, your belief, your trust has to be in it, whether it's the doctor, whether it's the technique, whether it's yourself, you have to trust. So anyone who have trouble getting pregnant, I want to help, but I usually start with a discovery call, like to see whether she find me resonate, she find me comfortable, and she can trust me to share her stuff. and then I will find her situation whether I can help, right? Because I'm not able to help every one of them. Then if we say that we can work together, and I usually go through like questions, like all these Western, I will list out all the tests, whether they have done it. Usually they have done it, because otherwise they would not know that they are unexplained infertility. And then next round is I will do from Chinese medicine perspective. That I will ask a set of questions from Chinese medicine's point of view, not only productive organs, but there a lot to do with liver and kidney problem. So I will go for that. And then I will, if they are willing, I will do a RTT sections to tap into their subconscious mind, whether there's any subconscious reason their body might not want to get pregnant, although they mind thinking they want it. And then after that, if it still, it still doesn't work, I will, but in between also, I would do a guided meditation and breathing exercise, all that's come along. And I would tell them to learn some mantra to calm their mind. And also certain mantra actually balance 5 elements. So at the end of the day is I have to explore which areas they feel they most needed. And I'm here as a support emotionally and, mentally and physically as well. I just have to sense which area we should work together.
Absolutely. And what would be the best way that people can get a hold of you?
Well, they can send me a Facebook message, or go into the website. I think there's a discovery call button in one of my, I have 3, I think I list out 3 services. One is mindset, one is hypnosis. All that have the button to book a discovery call.
That's fine. Yeah, because I'm just looking at your website right now. They will be able to go to coach at luluspace.org. I will put that information there. And then, yes, there is a button for a discovery call. And I think people can also connect with you on LinkedIn and via email, nobefree@gmail.com. So I'll put all those details in the show notes below. And yeah, hopefully people can be in touch with you and maybe just either learn from you or get started on their journey. Now, I must say, Dolly, as you have told me that having Lulu has brought so much joy for you, you've learned so much and you've become a better person. Would I be right by concluding that you are literally giving people the best gift they can possibly have by giving them a chance to conceive?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, being a parent, like I said, you have unconditional love. I think being here all about is love. It's the most important relationship. We all want to be happy. What I discover my happiness also come from different relationship, and with my daughter is the most important one for now. Yeah, so if I have the heart for women that will conceive and struggle, and my service 100% guarantee. If they find that I'm not helping, I'm willing to give back what they contribute. Apart from the time, I'm sorry that I cannot, give back. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, having gone through all of this and having all these smiles now, because I don't think you were smiling like this while you were waiting in the doctor's office by yourself. This is a whole different feeling that you now have. What sort of advice would you maybe give to your younger self, knowing what you know now about fertility, holistic wellness, and the mind-body connection?
Yeah, I wish I know about the power of mind before. I wish I have met my spiritual teacher before that. But I think the spiritual teacher come to me. I believe it come to me in the right time. So all my past experience, even if not good, that's a tremendous learning for my life journey. So, but if you ask me what could have helped, I think those elements have helped me. My spiritual teacher, the knowing about the mind, about the power, about the emotion and all that, I didn't know before I tried to get pregnant. Um, I think the young the young ones like I was before could explore that area with me or without me, because I was so focused on the body. I was so focused on the medicine, whether it's Western and Chinese or health like food. But there's the other area that can help.
Absolutely. Now, as somebody who's dedicated to continuous learning and always finding new things, we now know you've just become a coach and you're now walking with people into this realm. What more can we expect from you, Dolly?
Um, uh, you know, I think, as I say, I treasure relationship. So, and whoever meant that I met and become, uh, we can become friends. I tell you, one of the person I help with fertility, even before I charge, um, I post on Meetup, and then there was a Hungarian woman marry a Japanese guy in, she lived in Japan. So we connect. I help her in second round of IVF. She conceived. But long story short, since then, like we've been years, we still friends, and we are keep contacting each other. So I believe that now we know what happened is not just now. I hope this friendship, this relationship can continue for us to be eventually in the future to become a community to support each other, not just by fertility journey, but being a parent, being a better version of ourselves. How each of us can help people around us um, in our own knowledge of version. That I'm being a coach and I'm in a community with coach that we are helping each other as well. But in the community of being a parent or being a working woman, we can do that as well.
Absolutely. I quite like that. I think, Dolly, you owe us a book because because what you're pioneering, yes, you're combining a lot of modalities, and I think you've come up with your own cocktail that is unique to you, which I think you have become a thought leader in this space. And if you would write a book about it, then some people might actually be helped far and wide and not necessarily just in the space that you're around.
Yeah, I would like to put things together, but I do think one person at a time, because I thought about writing something, but writing something is so broad. There's every area have its own expert. Like I say, breathing and meditation, it could help tremendously. But there's so many experts there. If you believe that would help, if the person believes that will help you, they could explore that. There's unlimited resources out there. But then when people connect with me that we resonate, then we can explore what truly helped that person. It could save their time and she can still do that research. But then I don't know. I'm not sure if that book have reached any person, but then I can help one person at a time, hopefully.
Absolutely. Well, I think the person that's watching this video right now is definitely going to reach out and hopefully you can help them. I really appreciate the time we spent on the call today.
Thank you, Prosper. Yeah, thank you very much. And I saw your journey is very, very unique and very inspiring. And I hope you enjoy your life and, continue doing what you love.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Well, there you have it, folks. That was Dolly. She's just taking us on a mind expanding journey through fertility, wellness, and a holistic approach to living life well. It's not necessarily about you getting kids, but if you're feeling well, you definitely be doing well in all aspects and realms of your life. And if you really want to embark on a journey to a healthier, happier, and more meaningful fertility journey, I encourage you to rewatch this episode. I know you just rushed through it, but rewatch it. And if you find something useful, share it with those that are in need of a dose of inspiration, because as you would notice, Dolly also went through that. And hopefully we can help, like what Dolly says, one person at a time to be able to actually conceive. Now, Dolly, once again, I think this is probably going to be one of the best episodes we've done. Not necessarily, for the person that I'm speaking to, but the content of it all, because I think a lot of people really needed to hear your words, and I'm really appreciative that you chose our platform to be, one of the places where you start your journey to helping people on. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Prosper. Really. Yeah.
Fantastic. And for those that are watching right now, remember, your journey to fertility or prosperity just starts with understanding, first of all, your body, your mind, and your spirit. So be sure to subscribe for more insightful episodes like this. Until next time, please help me once again to thank Dolly, and be sure to connect with her in all the links that I'm putting in the show notes there. We're signing off. Bye, my friends.